Hello, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Trauma Pero No Drama. I'm Karina, and I'm joined by my mana Susi
Hello.
and Bunny.
Hi.
And I just want to say I am so grateful and so thankful. That's the same thing.
For me?
No,
Oh.
kind of.
Oh.
To be back into our normal environment of recording, everything's plugged in,
Yes.
the audio is working properly, and I'm just excited. I feel
Me
like the
too.
past couple of weeks of episodes and recording have been less than exciting, I must say.
Yes, because we were all sick. I was sick. I was dying.
I wasn't sick.
I was sick.
I was sick.
But then everything going on in the world, I feel like that mentally fucked everybody.
Yeah, seriously. But we also need to talk about how Zoom did us so dirty
Yeah.
on our last episode.
Yeah, I want to know what the hell happened because when I was doing the editing for the YouTube video, I was like, I swear I said something else. And then I came to realize that they not only like butchered up what we were talking about with like immigration, they also butchered up our stories.
Mm-hmm.
So now the people don't even know what my story was.
For real.
Se van a quedar con la duda. Lo siento.
Yeah, I tried to piece some of it together, like when I did the Spotify edits and like put in a couple of snippets in there because, yeah, like what you were talking about, no freaking clue.
Yeah. Yeah, when I was editing, I couldn't even remember what we were talking about. So I couldn't even try to put it like a brief description of what I was talking about.
Yeah, so we apologize for last week's. I don't know what happened. I mean, I thought at first I thought it was the Wi-Fi, but I checked the Wi-Fi signal and it was full bars. So I have no freaking clue what was going on. So note to self: avoid Zoom for us because it did not work. Might work for others, not for this podcast. We'll stick to our old school recording spot. So yes, I am grateful for you only because you host the podcast recording area. So thank you.
Of course. Yeah, I don't know how other people use like our nemesis, no mames. I don't know how they get their because they use Zoom.
Nemesis.
Yeah, they're our nemesis. I don't know how they get their Zoom to work so well. Maybe
No, stop. Because right now their heads are blowing up, and they're gonna brag about how great they are, and they already have beef with them, talking shit about how they knocked us off the platforms.
Oh yeah.
No, the fuck you didn't. Let's make that shit clear. We had our own problems that we will take accountability for, and the universe was against us for one of the episodes, which I will stand true to that. But don't flatter yourselves, okay? You guys are not that special. You do not have that much power to knock down our podcast. Got it?
What she said.
Agreed.
No, but I am glad that Jose Joey finally got his package, and I'm glad that he enjoyed it.
Yeah, he was rocking his, ¿cómo se llaman estos? Crew nets, and on their episode of No Mames Monday. And sucks for Juan that deleted his TikTok. Now he can't go in his TikTok account of No Mames No Monday. Or ¿cómo dice? No Mames Monday.
Yeah.
We should start tagging them with a bunch of bogus shit because they won't be able to respond.
For real.
They won't be able to defend themselves.
We should do that. Check us out on TikTok, Juan.
Juan, we're going to tag you on this one video on TikTok. Please go look at it. Oh, wait. He doesn't have TikTok.
So for those of you that missed it, No Mames Monday is, our podcast nemesis. And on their last episode, Juan was talking about how after the TikTok ban, he decided to delete the app. Come to find out, the next day it came back, and now he has no access to their TikTok. Good job.
Wah, wah.
You so smart, bro.
But yeah, just if you guys want to know, if you guys want to get the full story of why we have beef, make sure you go check out their episodes and then come back and check out our episodes so you guys get the full story, and then you can decide whose side you want to be on.
And it better be ours.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they called us names.
Yeah. I can forgive, but I'll never forget.
Yeah, exactly. Musty, dusty, crusty, your ass.
Chewbacca.
Big fan.
Chewbacca, your
First of all,
ass
can I just
too.
say que yo no sé por qué me insultaron a mí si yo dije amor y paz, all fun and games, and then they roasted me.
Because I guess he couldn't be mean to one, so he had to be mean to all three.
Well, siquiera agarran parejo para discriminar.
Sí,
pero
eso sí, they're not discriminating.
I'm still mad. But anyway,
Same.
moving
Yeah, me
on.
too.
Oh, yeah, we're moving
Okay.
on. You're not that important.
Yep, you're right.
Previously on.
Oh, wait.
Trauma.
Hold on.
Ah,
Al enemigo hay que tenerlo cerca. Remember that.
sí, cierto. Keep your enemies close and your enemies closer. Wait.
Sí, sí, así.
Wait, what? Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's what she meant to
Oh.
say.
That's what
Yeah,
I meant
that's
to
what she
say.
meant.
Oh.
I don't know what I said.
I don't know what you said either. But we understood you, Mana. We got
Okay,
you.
okay.
We got you. Okay, so previously on.
Previously on Trauma Pero No Drama. On last week's episode, we talked about parenting fails. ¿De qué más hablamos?
Keep talking with that voice. You sounded. It gave me vibes of those
Arthur?
like
Arthur!
every day as we're walking. No, Mensa. I was talking about like those announcers for movies
Oh, yeah, like on
Oh,
series?
sí, 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 sí.
in a world.
Oh, sí, sí, sí.
the
Es que no puedo
intruders, ¿cómo se llaman?
porque ya se me olvidó de que hablamos. We talked
Bro.
about parenting fails.
Well, in our parenting fails, did you want to go to the end of it?
Yeah.
Okay. So in our last episode of parenting fails, we talked about like where we are with our kids and like the things that they do when they throw us under the bus and such. And then we started talking about Vanessa. Can you focus?
I am.
Oh my goodness. Okay. We talked about how do I say it?
How they throw us under the bus.
Yeah, but then then the question that I asked you guys was talking about like as a parent, what kind of things do you want your kids not to say about your parenting when they get older?
Sí, 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 sí,
Yeah.
sí.
So I know that I kind of put you guys on the spot when I asked you that question. Have you guys thought about it more? Did you think of something else that you wanted to add for what your response was? I thought your responses were pretty on point, even being on the spot. But was there something more? Otherwise, you said that you had a question that you thought about when we were talking about that topic.
Yeah, lo único es, the only thing that I think that I would want to add to my answer is, well, creo que es casi igual. I don't want her to look back and que diga like mi mamá era bien culera. No me dejaba hacer nada. Because not that we had necessarily that, because I think you had it. We've talked about how you were a little more under lockdown than we were, pero like yo no quiero poderle quitar experiences a Jocelyn, because I don't know if do you guys ever like look back like at your parenting, especially like you, Mana, because you're older, and do you ever like think do you ever call yourself out for double standards with your girls?
Yes. And I think it shines more when like I'll tell them something and then their dad will tell them the opposite.
Oh, I
And
fucking
then
hate that.
the next time it happens, then he'll tell them, but then I'll change my mind that one time. So I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
O sea, como que si tú le dices que they can't do something and they go to their dad and they say like, oh yeah, that's okay, and then like you get mad and you're like, excuse me, like I said no, and yeah, I know what you mean.
Sí, algo así, pero no, yo digo like que tú digas es un double standard de que like, por ejemplo, déjate la pongo así. Hay que decir que Jocelyn me dice, déjame ir a un festival sola con mis amigas. Yo le voy a decir que no, right?
But you can't.
Pero it would
Because you
be
slept in a cornfield.
not at 12, pero it would be a double standard of me even at 12 de yo decirle que no, because mi mamá me dejaba irme a mí a la feria with my friends at 12.
She
know what I
did?
mean?
She did?
Yeah, she would let us go to like
Excuse
the
me?
little like our little fair here with my friends.
What?
So why wouldn't you let her go?
Because in mi mente like the world is different. it's not as a it's not.
But that's why you gotta educate your child on how to be safe
Sí,
and
sí,
how
sí,
to
sí.
protect yourself.
Sí, sí, mana. Por eso te digo, like, I don't, that's one of the things que yo veo y yo digo, like, yo no quiero que Jocelyn vea atrás y diga, like, man, my mom was such a double standard raising me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think she would say that though. I think the thing about you and your parenting is like you give her an explanation and she understands why she can't do certain things. Although I do think, uh-oh, I do think that you're overprotective sometimes with her.
I think
Like
so
some of the
too.
things that you don't let her do, I'm like, bruh.
Yeah, I think so
She's
too.
12. Like you're like giving
Wait,
her
dame,
things that she can't do as if she was 7.
wait, dame ejemplos. Dame ejemplos, because maybe I'll listen to you. Maybe you're just that voice that I need. Like what? We can bleep it out later if we need to. Y que todos se queden con la duda.
I can't remember right now. I'll have to think about it. But I remember the other day you were talking about something, and I'm like, why can't she do that? I think she's old enough. I think she can handle herself. Pero no me acuerdo que that. I'll have to think about it.
Do you remember? Because you're looking like you remember. SpongeBob? Was it the SpongeBob thing?
That was definitely one of them. That was
Okay,
definitely one of them.
I have parents on my side. I told her she could watch it now. She literally low-key me confesó que mi mamá se lo ponía en la casa. So might as well just go ahead and binge it, girl.
That's
You
the
do
only
you.
channel we had.
She could have watched Arthur.
Arthur era de las 3 de la tarde.
Girl, that
nomás.
girl was more traumatized with Guadalupe de la Rosa or whatever that show is.
Oh, sí, cierto. No, yo crecí con lo que callamos las mujeres. O
forgot about
Mujer
that show.
Casos de la Vida Real. Those were my Rosa de la Guadalupe shows.
I forgot about those for real.
Yeah.
But yeah, that makes sense. You don't want her to think, well, she didn't let me do that, but I really don't think that she would say that because again, you're good about providing explanations and telling her why she can't do certain things, and you have followed my lead on stuff. Like, how old was Josie when she could? How old were the girls when they got a phone?
Oh yeah. Oh,
how
sí.
old were the girls when you let them go with their friends? How old were the girls when you let them walk home from school? How old were the girls?
Yeah.
You know, so like,
Sí.
you know, if you failed, then I failed because I told you what to do.
Sí, because yo siento like it's a little bit like off what we were talking about, pero yo siento que así como Vani conmigo, yo contigo, de que because I know previously you said how you used to go to my mom for everything when you had the girls. Y yo, for me, yo siempre...
Because she couldn't go to anybody else.
Sí, cierto, pero I always go to you because, like, okay, I don't know how to say it so it doesn't sound kind of bogus, pero like...
Le has tenido más confianza a ella.
Sí, y como que su parenting es más moderno que el de mi mamá. Like,
no está champeada a la antigua.
Like, yo siento que eso, my mom has loosened her riendas quite a lot. Because even now, like, with her kids, if Karina's like, oh, Alia se quiere poner un tatuaje, y le dije que no, my mom will be like, ay, hija, pues déjala, no es nada del otro mundo. Now, but when it was us, it was like, te pones un tatuaje y te vas a la chingada de la casa.
Yeah.
Literalmente. So, like...
Guess who got a tattoo without her permission?
Oh.
Me.
But, so yo siempre,
I would
like...
never.
Yeah, you would never.
Yeah, you would never.
Vanessa even took the tattoo artist to her house.
¿Te imaginas si yo me hubiera puesto un tattoo y llegara a la casa y mi mamá me volteara a ver y me dijera, ¿tienes algo? Sí, I'm sorry. No,
sí.
Yo traté de no hacerlo. I couldn't do it. I'm so sorry.
Sí,
I need to take it off.
She would
I would crack. I would crack like this. Por eso yo nunca hacía nada porque era bien pendeja. Yo no sabía mentir.
Mi mamá ni siquiera le diría nada. Nomás la voltearía a ver así, que ella estuviera llorando, hincada, suplicándole que la perdonara.
True story.
But anyway, yeah, so yo siento que yo, like, I follow your lead to parenting because I feel like you're more reasonable. And then when like, I could say, like, Snapchat or whatever, que Jocelyn quiere Snapchat, I would ask for your opinion, like, do you think she's old enough? Y si tú me dices, like, yeah, I think she could handle it, well, I'll listen to you because I know that you've already been through that. But if me dices, like, absolutely not, well, then absolutely not. And I mean, I have these conversations con Ivan too, but I feel like I like to go to you because me and Ivan are parents of a 12-year-old for the first time, you know? So maybe, like, no vemos las cosas bien, because tú, como dices tú, like, la tratamos de protect a little more than the norm. Pero, like, if you can, you know, kind of calm us down to what, like, if you can be the reason a nuestro, like, madness, then, like, you know, obviamente si te escuchamos. Así como Vani, like, a veces me dice, like, hey, did you ever go through this with Josie? Or, you know what I mean? So, I feel like we kind of piggyback off each other in a way.
Yeah, and then like I feel like we guide each other too, because like if you have a situation and I didn't necessarily go through the exact same thing, then I'll ask questions. Okay, well, how did she handle this, or how do you handle that? And then just kind of try to figure out between your personality and the child's personality, you know, what's the best fit. Like not everything is going to fit the exact same way. So just like things that worked for my oldest didn't necessarily work on my youngest, and vice versa. And also like the youngest, she saw the shit that her sister got in trouble for, so then she didn't do those things. So then she did other things that, you know, were new to her, and then she got in trouble for those things. So every kid is different. The times change, like you said. But yeah, I think that you've done a really good job with her, and I don't think that she would have anything to go back and say, yeah, my mom was this or my mom was that. And that's the other thing, too. Like, I feel like parents feel like the children owe them this level of respect from an authority standpoint that they're not willing to take the feedback and really look at themselves and say, you know, am I doing something wrong? Could I be doing something better as a parent? And that's why like that question was so like deep for me. What don't you want your kids to back look and say? Because if you really think about that question and you put yourself, if I was my child today, right now, how would I say that my parent is? And if I am going to say that my parent is strict, do I understand why? And even if it is at an age where you have to be strict, you know, when they get older, how are you going to make sure they understand that you did everything for the best of them?
Por su bienestar. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a good point. Because I kind of, sí pensé en la pregunta, y no más era porque me estaba muriendo y fue el último pensamiento que tenía en mi mente. Pero I didn't really see it in that. Like, no, me puse a pensar en perspective de mamá, no de ponerme en sus zapatos de ella y decir, like, o pues quizás ella puede decir que, like, no la escucho, o como dice Vani, like, sienta que no la apoyo lo suficiente. So yeah, I guess that makes sense. Did you guys think about any new answers?
I don't know.
Vanessa's like, I'm just learning as I go.
Yeah, for real. Well,
Yeah.
Your babies are still small, so creo que para ti todavía tienes esa, like, yo mando. But I feel like you've been getting a little, like, sip of Mena, because she's, like, slowly coming into, like a mini child.
The fact that Mena's best friend is her 12-year-old cousin means she's going to go from 7 to 17 in like a day.
She already tries to act up on me sometimes.
But Jocelyn doesn't act up on me, so you can't blame it on my Josie.
No, it's just like, like I can see that she wants to do something Josie's age related. And I'm like, well, no, mommy, you're not Josie's age. Yeah, so you can't do that.
Yeah. Eso sí is tricky, because I know that they spend a lot of time together, and Josie's very good at knowing what she can and can't do around Minna, you know, because Minita's little.
Right.
But I do appreciate you letting Minita have that relationship with Josie, even though she's older, because I feel like it keeps Josie, le está dando infancia. Like, when Minna comes over, they play. Like, Jocelyn's not on her phone. She's not talking to her friends all day or whatever. Like, se entretienen jugando, like that kid thing. But then when they get tired, you know, like, Josie will be like, well, do you want to play, like, Salon? And I'm like, I don't know if you can play that with Minita, because your tía might not let her.
She does. We do salon at home.
Yeah, but pero sí te entiendo, like how I see what you mean. That like she was, because Josie went through the same thing with Nani. Like she would see Nani do things, and she'd be like, "Can I do this?" And I'd be like, "Absolutely not."
Yeah, and my girls did the same thing with their cousin, Caesar's daughter. It's the same thing. Like, well, Priscilla gets to. Well, she's older than you, so relax, bring it back.
Yeah, just stuff like that. Pero a veces sí me quiere hablar back. And I'm like, mamacita, bájale tu puto pedo antes que te lo noquee.
Antes de que vayas a levantar los dientes a la banqueta.
No.
No es ese nivel, ¿no?
Yo la amenazo con su tableta porque su tableta es su vida. So yo la manejo, ¿cómo?
¿La manejas con la tableta?
La amenazo.
La amenazo con la tableta, like I'm gonna take it away for a week.
I thought it was funny when we did our episode last week, and Vanessa was like, I don't want my children to say, oh, mi ma era bien regañona. I'm like, really?
For real.
Sí lo regaño, because yo no
But I think that's a normal part of growing up. I don't think they would hate you for, like, que los regañes.
Actually, si eres like, I feel like si te la pasas nomás like nagging and nagging and nagging and nagging, there can be a little bit of like resentment there.
Yeah, but I don't do that. Well, cuando les hablo, hay que sí que les hablo 2 veces, a la tercera it's like, I'm gonna take away your tablet and that's it. And you're gonna go to sleep. Y ya es cuando se calman su pedo y ya.
I've seen it.
Me too. Yo soy testigo de que sí funciona.
Sí. I like, when I'm like at the last straw, they listen to me. Pero yo no quiero que me digan, ay, mi mamá me regañaba y me quitaba la tableta y por eso la odio. What?
I have a side note. Bro, espérate a que llegan a la edad de Jocelyn where she realized que si le quitaba la tableta le quedaban 4 o 5 televisiones todavía. And she'd be like, you can take it. I can still watch TV. So a veces me hacía, or when she had the PlayStation, she would be like, I have the PlayStation, I can watch YouTube on there, because back then era el YouTube. El YouTube era the place to be.
Right.
So a veces cuando me hacía tanto emputar, le quitaba controles, le quitaba PlayStation control, tableta, everything. So just wait till she comes to that realization.
She already knows.
Oh, good luck.
Cuando le quito la tableta, dice, it's okay, I have YouTube. Or I have Netflix or Disney Plus. I have all that. And I'm like, well, you don't have one in your room. I can watch the TV in the sala. Because she broke her TV. She broke her TV.
Dang.
That's funny. That's funny because Jocelyn también quebró su TV.
Did she?
Sí. Nomás se oye, pero no se ve.
Interesting.
So what about you, Mana? Because I don't think you answered your own question last time.
No, you didn't answer.
I did.
I think she did answer
Oh, you
it.
did.
I
Is that
did.
something that Zoom butchered out?
No. It was in there. Like, I don't want them to ever say, I didn't feel appreciated, I wasn't listened to, I didn't feel loved, I didn't feel appreciated. Like, those are all the things that really, really matter to me. And I want my kids to always be able to talk to me. And you'll start to see this too. Like, you have to constantly have conversations with them and say, you can talk to me, you can trust me. Like, even if I get upset, it doesn't matter. I'm here to protect you. And I promise to always listen to the best of my ability and not judge you for anything that you have to say to me. But, I need you to promise me that when this or this or this or this, like, you will come to me. You have to be comfortable doing that.
Same.
And it's easy to just say it a couple times because my mom told me, like, you can trust me. You can talk to me. I know she did say it. Don't act like she didn't. But it just didn't feel, I don't know how to, it just didn't feel like you could actually do it because she was so freaking mean.
Yeah. She would judge you.
Yeah.
Era como,
yeah, you would feel judged.
We listen and we don't judge, but she low-key judged.
Yeah.
No, she straight up judged and told you to your face.
Yeah.
That was the problem. That's why you never felt comfortable to talk to her. So as they get older and they start to experience more things, like, I'm more often having that conversation of, like, I need to know that you're comfortable coming to me.
Yeah.
And if they're not, then what am I doing wrong as a parent?
Yeah.
That's a really good one, Mana. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, but I feel like your girls always come to you.
Yeah,
Like
it
yo
looks
siento
like they
que,
always go to you for consejos or
yeah,
whatever they
like
need.
luego se ve que ese puente de confianza está allí because even when we're like around,
Mm-hmm.
they're very open with you,
Mm-hmm.
with us there. So I can't,
Like they're comfortable
yeah,
to like
so
say something that they need or they need
yeah, so I can't imagine
advice.
them behind closed doors not being comfortable to
Uh-huh.
be able to come to you
Yeah.
with situations or yo sé que ellas saben that they can come to you and say, "Mom, I murdered someone," and you're gonna listen to them.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
I've been planning my whole life.
Yeah.
I've watched 48 Hours. I've watched.
I followed the rug story. I know exactly what to do.
Well, I don't know if
Bite
I
a
would go
Spencer tree right now.
prison for them
Yeah.
though.
Huh?
I don't think I would go to prison for my kids. Would
You
you?
wouldn't?
Well, maybe yeah.
I
Sí,
would.
cierto. Si algo le hacen a mi niña y se defendió en murió, pues a huevo, yo y voy y lo remato.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that wasn't an overnight thing. Like that, they could trust me, especially as they get older and experience more things, heavier things. It's been their whole life making sure that I'm having conversations with them, and they truly feel comfortable coming to me for whatever is going on.
Yeah. I feel like de eso es algo de lo que yo todavía tengo que practicar because I'm there and I listen, pero a veces like cuando me acaba de contar like sus historias, like I'll take it all in y a veces like yo le contesto like with adult wisdom and like no me doy cuenta que todavía es niña. Does that make sense? Like el otro día me estaba platicando like this little thing that she did, like a little prank, and then yo le contesté with, sabes que, like that's not the right thing to do. You need to come clean. This because I this like because this and this can happen, and then like you could see que se puso like triste, like se puso a pensar because she thought she was like pulling out the best prank,
Uh-huh.
and then like como que se agüitó.
Yeah.
Like she like I turned
You
out
made her feel like she fucked up somehow.
yeah, and I
Okay.
didn't mean to.
Yeah.
Pero I just wanted her to see like less negative consequences to what she was doing. Like I needed her to be fully alert of si no se va como yo lo planeé or like according to how I wanted to play out in my head, then things are going to go south and they're going to go south quickly. So like I feel like I need to learn to do that. Like listen and maybe like
Listen and don't
that's
judge.
funny, and then give her like my wisdom
Yeah.
because I didn't even he with her. I was just like absolutely not.
And
Yeah.
you were mad.
No, I wasn't mad. Like I didn't no se lo dije like en mala onda ni nada. I was just like you shouldn't do that because XYZ.
Yeah. And I'm not saying that those things don't happen because I've had those same moments too where like they'll be like, oh yeah, we did this and it was so funny and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, that's legitimately bullying. Like if someone did that shit to you, how would you feel? Oh my God, it wasn't that deep. We were just joking. But the difference between Josie and my kids is like they'll be like, oh my God, you're taking it too far. You're overthinking this. Back off. It was
Yeah.
just a story.
Yeah.
So that's the downside of listening to their shit and like
Yeah.
trying to be in their shoes but also be the parent, you know.
Yeah.
And it's another thing you got to balance. Like you got to be their friend, but you also have to be a parent and be an adult.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
That's valid. Necesito ser una friend. Una friend. Not nemesis.
Well, depending on the day and the situation, sometimes you have to be both.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to Jekyll and hide their ass.
That's true. I'll Jekyll and hide their ass so fast I'll give them whiplash. But yeah, the last episode we left off with I told you guys that I had a question for you and ya me acordé. I was stalling you guys because no me acordaba de mi question, pero ya llegó. So my question was, have you guys ever had an experience donde sienten that you failed? Like you don't and like you don't have to say it if you don't want to, or you can say it and we can cut it out if it's too emotional. But but did you guys ever have like an experience where you were like, damn, should I just leave her at the fire station?
Oh, dang. Dang. Yes. And mine was when one of the girls was younger. They had a best friend, and they did everything together. I mean, that little girl spent so much time at the house, and her at the other one. They always had sleepovers. They were like calzón y caca, for real, for real. And I loved it. You know, she had a best friend, someone that made her feel important. Always cared about each other. Even when she was little, she's like, hey, my friend's birthday's coming up. They were like 8. And I would always make sure that she took care of her and all of that. And one day, they went on a field trip. And it was like 3 girls, those 2 best friends, and then a third little girl that kind of joined the little circle for a little bit. And I got a call from the school that little girl was saying that she was being bullied by my kid and her best friend. They made a comment about her size. And it wasn't like malicious, but it was also like kind of fucked up, right?
Like the
you
best
don't,
friend did?
like she made a comment about her weight, like, yeah, that sweater will never fit you, something like that, like basically calling her big. And you know, the school, they had a meeting with the girls and all this other shit, and they made her go to this thing about at lunch about being respectful with other kids and their bodies and all that. And that was red flag for me, number one, right? It should have been like, why is she okay with thinking that it's okay to do this? So I felt a little bit of a failure there. Like, what did I not teach her, whatever? So we had a conversation about it, and she understood, and she told me that it wasn't, first of all, it wasn't her, that it was her friend, but she didn't mean it like to be a jerk or whatever, right? So fast forward years later, the little friend moves away, and then ends up coming back. But then the friendship just wasn't the same anymore, so they didn't really talk or hang out anymore. They just didn't. You know, they grew out of each other, I guess you could say. And then she admits to me because the other thing was that suddenly one day she decided that she didn't like jeans. She didn't want to wear jeans. I'm like, why? She's like, I just don't like them. And she would always wear leggings. Like,
Yeah, I
she
remember.
wanted, like, she wouldn't get out of the freaking legging phase. And I would try to buy her cute jeans, and she wouldn't wear them. And then years later, I freaking find out that this best friend that she had was bullying her for wearing jeans. That she would make fun of her and like pick on her for wearing certain things, and that's why she didn't like to wear certain things. And that made me feel like a complete fucking failure, because how did I not see that? How did I miss that? I mean, there were like little red flags here and there, but you just think, oh, they're kids or just being silly or whatever. But I really did get down on myself, and I felt like I freaking failed, because even though they were close, like, I should have been asking questions and making sure that something wasn't weird. And to me, I just thought, like, oh, she just grew out of that phase. You know, like, sometimes they wake up and they're like, I don't like cheese today.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the next day, oh, I like cheese again. So I just thought it was one of those things. But yeah, I did feel like a freaking failure there, because I'm like, how did I not see that? How did I not see that her best fucking friend was bullying her? So
Yeah.
that's when I made that vouch. Like, I really have to make sure that I engage with them no matter what phase they're in, no matter what they're doing, who they're talking to, how comfortable they are. Like, I need to stay engaged.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Yeah. Es curioso que digas eso, Vani. I don't know if you have any story.
No. No, because my mena's still small.
No, but you never felt like, damn. ¿Cómo se
Dang,
dice?
she's a perfect parent.
Perfect
No, I'm not a
overachiever.
I'm not a perfect achiever, but I don't know. You got me off guard. I don't know. I don't have it on my top of my brain.
Yeah.
I had to dig deeper in my brain.
Well, good for you that you never felt
I don't know. I have to think about it.
like that. Cause you would know if you felt like that. Pero es curioso because my like realization that where I felt like I felt was a similar thing. Cause Josie, I hope you don't mind me putting you on blast. Pero
She doesn't mind.
she doesn't listen to
Oh,
me. I
it's
don't
all
let-
for the views.
Pero yo también, it was a similar thing, but it wasn't, no era su like amiga that was bullying my Josie. I don't know if you guys have ever seen me that I'm always nagging Jocelyn to smile, right? Smile with her teeth because I think she has a beautiful smile.
Oh, sí, sí, sí. También le han
Y
dicho a mi menita about her teeth.
y una vez, no, like Jocelyn was just having a bad day, and like she was just going through it. I think she was just like mentally exhausted, you know, and like la regañé for something, and then I went to check on. She went to her room, and I went to check on her, and she was like uncontrollably like sobbing, and I was like, "Hey, this can't be because te regañé to clean your room. Like there's something else going on." And so me puse a platicar con ella y me dijo that she was feeling really sad, and she couldn't really explain it. She couldn't really tell me like what was wrong. And as someone who's been through depression, I'm pretty good at picking up those cues. So, of course, with my little detective hat, me puse a investigar. So she told me that years ago, somebody was making fun of her teeth because she had a gap in her teeth, and she stopped smiling with her teeth. I just thought that it was because like when she lost her like little front teeth, like she was just a little self-conscious. But like this was like, her teeth are back in, and like me dijo, like people would pick on me and they would tell me that I could fit a whole planet in my little gap, and it just made her feel really self-conscious. And someone told her that she was like too skinny, like literally like picking apart her little body. Mind you, when all of this was going on, she was probably in like 3rd grade. So I felt like a failure in ese momento because I was like, how did I not see it? How, like, do I not tell her like you're beautiful enough? Like I felt like such a failure as a mom, especialmente as someone who has dealt with like body issues. Like, como no me di cuenta yo, como no se me like metió a la cabeza that there was something further into why she wouldn't smile. Because I know you guys have always heard me like nag her, like, can you smile? And she would smile. She has a beautiful smile, like not just 'cause she's my kid, but like I'm always nagging her, like, smile with your teeth. So en ese momento, en ese día, yo me sentí como like que la había fallado como madre, like como no me di cuenta. So ese día, like, I made sure to tell her, like, you know what, kids are assholes. I just told her like that, kids are assholes. And a lot of the times they will project issues that they have with themselves onto somebody else who they see is thriving in life or who is doing better than they are. And I tried to explain that to her, and we literally sat there for 30 minutes where I made her tell me 5 things that she loved about herself, and then 5 things that I loved about her. So we sat there for those 30 minutes hasta que al último she was like saying them without crying. Because de primero sí los decía llorando. Her little heart was broken. Pero ya al último, she was a little queen. And she was saying them full chestedly.
She's like, come at me, bitch.
Yeah. So that's...
Yo, mama.
But yeah, so see, like, I feel like in esos momentos, see, you do feel like you failed.
Yeah, and it's hard because you see things and you... unless you're 18 kids and counting and you've experienced, this 18 times, we all grow as we go and we learn as we go. But the most important thing, and no matter if you're a mom, if you're a dad, no matter how old your kids are, get to know your kid. Spend the time with your kid. Learn to read them, to pick up on the things that don't seem right. If something doesn't seem right, if you feel it in your gut that something's off, something's fucking off. Talk to that child. Figure out what's going on. Because this world is fucking crazy and kids are assholes, and not every parent is the same. They don't all educate the same. They don't all teach the same values. You have to make sure that your kid knows what your values are as a family. Distill those values in them. Make sure that nobody knocks them down for what they truly believe in. And that's easier said than done if you're not engaged.
That's a really good consejo, mana.
Ándale, Yoda. ¿O cómo se dice?
No,
Yoda.
Yoda.
No, ¿cuál es el que te da wisdom así, que te dice buenos consejos? I don't know. We'll come back. But that'll wrap up today because I'm going to go meditate on Buddha. There's somebody que is wisdom, que da wisdom. But I think we're running out of time.
Okay. We'll think about it and talk
You
about it
call
next
me a
episode.
Buddha?
No.
Yeah, she called you Buddha, bro.
It be your own people, man. I'm just kidding.
It'd be the ones you thought you could trust, bro.
No, there's a man que da consejos sabios.
Oh,
Lo que dice
Walter.
el dicho.
Mucho.
Yeah, is that
Amor.
who gives like
No, that's
I totally
the
just made
horoscope
it up.
guy.
yeah, no, there's a person anyway. That's it for this week. We have an announcement, you guys. Who wants to say it?
You're already talking.
Yeah, you're already talking.
KSB is separating. This is it.
We can't fucking get along. You guys don't see it, but off camera, I'm always fighting these bitches and I always win.
Ya no puedo con la big head de Vanessa que dice que es la favorita. Ya mi ego está lastimadísimo. I'm just joking.
Somebody go catch her rolling eyeballs.
I just joking. No, in all seriousness, you guys, make sure you guys are tuning in the next couple of weeks because season 1 of Trauma Pero No Drama is coming to an end.
Womp, womp, womp.
But don't worry, we will be back for season 2.
No, me tienen que decir cuánto me van a cobrar para regresar. Si no veo los
¿Cuánto te
dollars.
vamos a cobrar?
No, ¿cuánto me
cobramos?
van a pagar?
That's not what you said.
Si no quieres regresar, I know Joey volunteered to take your spot.
Yeah, Joey.
So you're gonna take him over me?
Joey really wants to be part of our podcast. I know
Yeah,
he'd be talking shit,
Pero-
but secretly he's like, I
No,
wish they would.
no, we don't accept 30 nasty 30 sec. ¿Cómo es it? We don't take sloppy seconds. There you go. Because he only wants to come with us because I heard that Juan said that
He was gonna
wanted to boot
replace him?
out, that he was gonna
That's
get
true.
replaced.
That's
He
true.
was so quick to replace him. He's like, bro, if you want to leave, I
Sí,
already have.
cierto.
In fact, I'll go behind your back and start recording with somebody
Yeah.
else.
Sí, cierto.
So we don't take
I need-
sloppy
be your own
seconds.
people, man.
I need to channel that Juan energy. I'm just joking myself.
Okay, refocus.
But yes, so
Vanessa will be back
yes.
for free.
So season 1 is coming to an end. So make sure that you are tuned in because the finale is not going to be something something that you do not want to miss.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, eso. Y para que me entiendan en español, somebody else
Ya
has
nos
to
vamos
say
a la chingada, ya, cada
Ya.
quien por su casa.
Cada
También
quien
se
no-
rompió
¿por qué
una
no puede-
taza que cada quien por su casa.
¿Por qué no puede ser en serio? ¿Por qué no eres una niña normal?
Ya
¿Cómo
sé
se
que
dice
soy
season
pendejete.
anyway?
season.
Temporada.
Temporada.
Temporada. Ujú.
Le voy a creer. Ok, so la temporada 1 de Trauma Pero No Drama se termina al final del mes de febrero y después vamos a empezar de nuevo. Después, no les decimos exactamente cuándo ahorita, pero después empezamos con season 2 and we hope to
Temporada
be bigger and
2.
better. So you guys better start sharing our podcast. Tell your friends, your neighbors, go blog. Do people still blog? Go
Yes.
blog, go brag about us.
They do?
I
Yeah?
don't know, maybe. But we need to grow our audience, so we need your guys' help. Otherwise, we won't be able to come back, you guys. We need help.
Sí.
Make people listen to us, even if they don't want to.
Yeah.
Strap them down to the
Cuando se
chair.
junten en su carne asada, en vez de poner sus narcocorridos o sus corridos tumbados, pongan el Trauma Pero No Drama with KSB podcast, okay? You guys are going to be laughing and crying and wondering what the hell you're
Why
doing
did you
in
look
life.
at me when you said
Y ya de una
crying?
vez nos mandan un plato de
Sí.
asada.
Mhm.
¿Qué? You're
What-
crying?
No, what did you look at me when you said crying?
I have wandering eyeballs. I don't know where I look.
Yeah.
Yo sé que yo soy la chillona, pero no me tienen que poner on blast.
Ay. For my next TikTok video, it's going to be a compilation of all of Vanessa's cries,
And
mocos,
Yeah, pretty much.
coughs.
Pero I think it's puros mocos y coughs and sneeze.
We should do one of her sneezes.
We should. I have lots of them. And all the edits that I have to cut out. All right,
Okay.
y'all. Don't forget to come back next week. Make sure you go on our socials, like, post, send reviews. Please give us your guys' feedback, especially with season 1 ending. We really want to know what you guys think. What can we do better? What can we make more engaging? What do you guys want to hear about in season 2?
Is there any guests that you guys want to see? Within reason, you guys. Like, if you guys say, like, we want to see your dad, like, I can make that happen for y'all. Pero si me dices quiero give me someone famous.
Trompas.
Eso sí no te lo puedo cumplir.
Yeah, he's racist.
Yeah.
Capaz
He
que
won't
viene y
come.
nos deporta a todos hoy en este cuarto.
So yeah, make sure you guys are tuning in every week. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube.
I don't want to say
Instagram.
lemonade and red no because
No, esos no.
we have not committed
Yeah,
to
so
those
not.
yet.
esos tres. Leave us feedback, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.